What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's vlog. Abby and I are at the store here, but I'm actually heading out right now. Luckily, she's with me today so that I can do this. But I'm going to pick up a Facebook Marketplace deal. And this person had a big, not a big, but they had a Super Nintendo game lot posted for $70. And I asked them if they could bring it to the store and I'd give them $70 for it. And he's like, well, I can't really leave, but if you can come pick it up, then I'll do $60. And I was like, awesome, because Abby's with me today. I can actually go and do it, but there's one game in here that's worth $100, and there's probably like, I don't know, 15 games or so, and a couple of the other ones are decent, nothing super rare except for that one. So I'm gonna go pick that up, and then I'll show you guys what I get. All right, guys, I just picked up the bundle, so let's go through it real quick, and then I have to go and get some Thai food Abby ordered, so I gotta pick that up before heading back to the store. So I'm not going to go in any sort of particular order, but I will save the best for last. So first up, Total Carnage. Midway presents Arcade's Greatest Hits or something. It's a little beat up. Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. Vegas Stakes. There is some filler in here, like I said. Wale Golf, however you pronounce it. Super Mario World, always a good one for the store. Super Slap Shot. Wolverine Adamantium Rage. Super Scope 6. Donkey Kong Country. And the final game, the main reason I picked up the bundle, it's in really rough shape, but it's a copy of Captain Commando, which, like I said, it's pretty rough, but this is about a $100 game, so didn't want to pass that up. I've never had a copy of that, as far as I can remember, but that was awesome. $60 for that little bundle there. Obviously, in that condition, that game's not going to sell for $100, but at least probably $85, $90, I'm thinking. But very good bundle, and I'm gonna go pick up that Thai food now and then head back to the store. All right, guys, I'm here with Abby. Abby. And we've been pretty busy, especially for a Tuesday, which is good. It's 2:34 now. We have a few trade-ins to show you guys. Well, I showed you that Super Nintendo bundle this morning, of course. Got a box in the mail. Bought some games from a guy, some pretty cool stuff in here. So we got a Donkey Kong Country 2, Banjo-Kazooie, Super Mario 64, and also a Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES. Somebody was just asking about this game yesterday, and I was like, well, I thought we had one, but I guess it sold. And we did have one that sold, but I have another one now. So hopefully they come back and they're still looking for it. We got a trade-in where it was from the Facebook Marketplace, and I contacted the lady last night, and she agreed to drive everything out here to me to the store, which is really cool because she lived in Wilsonville, which is not super close. But it was a larger amount of money, so it was worth the drive for her. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys what she brought. So here is the main bundle here that she brought. As you can see, we got the Pokemon system with the matching controller, cables, the third-party expansion pack, which means, unfortunately, there's no cover. Ugh. It's not super easy to get out, but so we just ordered a cover off of eBay for this because I don't think it looks great like that, but got that, and then came with Quest 64, Ogre Battle 64, and Harvest Moon 64. Obviously, Quest is a good game in my opinion, but those two right there, pretty special to find, so that was really, really cool. And then she brought some other games as well. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick. There's some stuff in here. We've gotten some more trade-ins since I last filmed. I told you I was going to show this bundle here, and then hours and hours went by, and I'm finally showing it to you now, so there's more to show. But So with the Pikachu system, we also got World of Final Fantasy Limited Edition for PS4. We got Conception 2, Bravely Default, these two, Minecraft Story Mode, and then Sealed Ratchet and Clank, and then also Life is Strange. And I thought there wasn't there one more?
Yeah, it was
DS game?
It was Mario Kart 7.
Oh, they're right here. Ugh. So, Legend of Legacy and a cartridge-only Mario Kart 7. So that was the bundle from her. Someone else traded in these here. And then also the Nightmare Before Christmas Yahtzee. It's opened, but it's all complete in there. The Zelda, like Wii U gamepad thing. And then the PS1 and the Super Nintendo and the Retron 3 that's down there. Those Super Nintendo games are the ones from this morning. Then we got another trade in here. Someone brought in this Game Gear, which does not work, but there's random stuff. A Game Boy cleaning kit, Mayhem for N64, Olympic Summer Games for the Super Nintendo, and then the Gear Master for the Game Gear. This is an adapter to play Genesis games in the Game Gear. That's the coolest thing. Virtua Tennis for the Dreamcast, web browser, Mortal Kombat, and then a bunch of Genesis games here, and one Atari game, Defender. None of these games are that special aside from these four. Most of those are sports games. There's like a couple copies of Sonic. But then we got Super Street Fighter 2, Steel Empire, Flashback, and Streets of Rage 2. And then along with those, we also got two Dreamcast keyboards. So all this stuff was extremely dirty, and it doesn't smell too great, but I cleaned up these keyboards already, so those are, looking good. The games and stuff are probably going to have to go into a Ziploc bag with some dryer sheets for a few days to kind of get the smell out, and then I'll go through and wipe everything down and clean it. Do we get any more trades? Abby?
No. No.
Abby?
No.
Look at the camera. Well, this was a trade from yesterday that I'm pretty sure I showed you guys, but it was a Genesis controller and these here, and I only paid for the Matrix and the Genesis controller. I told him I can't do much on the sports games, so we threw them in for free. But then when Abby was going through adding things into the spreadsheet, we realized that NCAA Football 2014 is a rare game. Apparently it was the last NCAA game that they made because the players wanted to be paid to be in the game, so instead of paying them, they just stopped making them. And so here it is on price charts. Complete loose. So it's a pretty expensive game, and I didn't know it. I just assumed that it was going to be a game I priced at 99 cents. So I called the guy up. Luckily he had an account, and I remembered what he bought so I could find it. And I gave him some extra store credit for that, and he thought that was really cool, and it felt good to do that. That was a good thing to do. Abby's going through and continuing to just work on stuff, going into the inventory system. She's got her own little way of doing things. And so far she has done everything that's up here, aside from the Dreamcast and this new Genesis stuff, but she's done these as well. And then once she's done with this whole pile here, we have the Saturn and 32X, and then the Dreamcast, and then this N64 PS2 Game Boy Advance bundle from last night. And then once all that's done, then we are like officially caught up on the new stuff, and hopefully we can stay caught up. It's just really hard to keep up on that, especially when we have like this and all this stuff and these and all this stuff to still go through. So it's hard when we're just getting more and more stuff every day, and I can't even keep up with the new stuff, let alone get to any of this. But I think today has been a bit slower, which has kind of been like a good thing because it's giving us time to go through everything. And yeah, hopefully by the end of today we are through with everything and we're just caught back up again. Special thanks to Ryan and Jack, who are the two newest Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much. I highly appreciate it. It's super awesome every time that anyone just enjoys the videos enough that they want to like support the channel in more ways than just watching, commenting, or liking. And it's super awesome. It's very humbling, and thank you guys so much. We got a few more trade-ins to show you guys. So there's this huge stack of manuals here. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but there's like nothing super special, but you know, there's some all right stuff in there. And then along with those, we got these Game Boy games. Castlevania Adventure, Pokemon Yellow, Mickey's Racing, Smurfs, Mario Land, El Dorado, and Quest for Camelot. And then also Rocket Knight Adventures for Genesis, Darius Twin for Super Nintendo. And then we got these complete in box NES games here, which I'm going to take these home and just see which ones we don't have. There's really nothing special here, but still not bad. And then also someone else traded in a DuckTales 2 for Game Boy. This is not super expensive. It's very cool, but it's not like the NES game. Paid $7 on that one, but we're still going through and, you know, trying to get stuff done. That Genesis bundle that I showed you guys earlier has not been entered yet, but all this other stuff here has, as well as these. This was going to be next on the list to do, and then I just set this stuff out to take a photo. This 32X came in the other day. I didn't show it. I told you guys about it, but it literally came with all the cables. So you got the little adapter one here. This is for the Genesis Model 2. This one was for the Genesis Model 1. There's a power cable, of course, and then this one I'm really not sure. It's just like an extra cable. Let me know if this is like something very specific. I don't think they made one for like the Genesis Model 3, but I don't really know for sure. But so that's what we're doing, and we close in just how long? It's 8:47, so we close here in 13 minutes. Yoda has been a good boy today. No one has really commented on him that much. A couple people have asked about him, but very cool. And yeah, so we're just gonna get finished up here quickly and then head home. Abby is super tired because she woke up last night at like 10 p.m., went to work, worked her 8-hour shift, and then came here and helped me at the game store today. She's a champ. She's a trooper. Trooper. So we're gonna finish up here and then head